All right, introduce yourself.
My name is Vasilios. What's up?
No. Go back to him. Voss.
Okay, my name is Voss. What's up?
What's up, I'm Hanio?
All right, so guys,
Wait a minute. And between those two guys are the kamikazes. Yeah.
the kamikazes.
Nah, we're not there yet.
No.
I want to be there.
No, actually, you know what? I take that back because if Alexis
Oh yeah.
hears that we took his fame of kamikaze, then we get in trouble. We get sued. So
Maybe,
no,
maybe he'll
actually
step it up.
cut that.
Maybe he'll step it up.
Maybe he'll step it up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good
Yeah.
YouTube video, right?
All right.
All right, guys. So you both been to Badlands.
Yes,
All right.
bunch of times. It's
So
like
we're-
the regular.
So we're gonna rate it 1 through 10. So you guys are gonna tell us what you think. So first, what do you think about the park overall? Like the scenery and the park itself.
I consider it like really fun. It has like a ton of different areas you can hit. There's like the muddy areas, there's the sand area, so like there's plenty of stuff to do. Like there's like so many different things that you can hit and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like I would rate it maybe like an 8 out of 10. I mean, only because we've been there so many times. You know, like I like the new stuff. You know, but like it's still a great park though. So 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Oh wow, that's pretty high.
It is.
That's high. What do you think?
I give it like a 7.5 because after a while it just starts getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we've been there so many times that after you start riding it, it's all the same stuff. You start learning it. But
So-
it's a good place to start.
What do you think?
Well, there's another thing about Badlands. I mean, I've been riding Badlands for a long time. I've been with this here for about 20 years, you know, in this sport. And what Badlands is doing is a lot of trails that get pretty destroyed. Instead of fixing them, they close them out. So that kind of limits it, you know, the less riding on the whole park because they're closing trails because they're not fixing them.
But they also
You know,
build
I
new
know
ones, though.
there's a lot of hills that have been destroyed. You know, either Mother Nature or the ATVs or the UTVs, and they just don't fix them. They got the machinery for that. They're just not fixing them. So there are some trails out there that need to be reopened so we can enjoy more of the park.
So what would you rate the park?
Honestly, back when I first started, I would rate it at a 9 because it had a lot of areas that are closed right now. So now, honestly, man, I give it a 7 because another thing that they need to do is they need to clean up the trails. There's a lot of branches. There's a lot of trees fall down. They need to clean them up a little more. You know, so...
But it is a nice playground.
But it's a
got
nice
little bit of
playground
everything.
because you get the taste of everything. You got hills, you got technicals, you got mud, you got creeks. I mean, it's not just trail riding. So you want to get muddy and ugly and nasty, they got the area for that. You want to go have fun on the sands, they got the area. Gravel, they got the area. Trails, they got the area. You know, you want to get wet, they got the area. So, you know, I'm sure there's a video there of me on the Raptor at second gear sliding like if I was on ice. You know?
Oh yeah.
And
It's
you
on
just
there.
get trenched and you cool off. You know, it's nice. You know, the camping areas are actually nice. It's a good place to go and spend the night, you know, the weekend and enjoy. Not a whole lot of people get hurt there because it's not like super duper technical. And another thing, they do not allow alcohol. So that park is more as far as you don't see people getting wild because they're drunk. You know, like other parks that I'm not going to mention. So I read that just because of that on that area on number 10 because they do not accept alcohol. Maybe a lot of people don't like to hear that, but dude, you're out there to go have fun, not to get hurt. You know?
Right, you got family. We see little
You got
kids
family,
out there.
You want to have a good time, and a lot of times alcohol just you know, puts you on a different level. So I give it an A+ because of that. They got that rule, and they well, you know, they always watch for that. So that's good. That's good. Back to them.
All right, what do you guys think about the facility?
I would rate it 7 out of 10. Or no, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Right bad. I feel like it's really good. You know, the bathrooms are good, the showers are good. The store is really great, actually. That's a 10 out of 10. the store, you know, you get your merch, your balance merch. There's always great hoodies and stuff, sweatpants, shirts.
All the parks we've been to, that's
You
been
know.
the best place that has.
Yeah, the merch is always great to buy. You know, like you get hoodies and stuff like that. You know, you get your helmets too. There's helmets there. There's also riding shirts, riding pants. There's also
Parts.
gloves. There's
Parts.
everything there. So on that stuff, like even tires too. So like again, on that stuff, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Like everything's like perfect on that.
Right.
I give it about the same, probably like a 9 out of 10, maybe. But overall, yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, guys. So what did you think about Brimstone?
Brimstone, I give it a 10 out of 10. Oh, 9 out of 10 because we didn't finish all of it. Because unfortunately, you know, John flipped, but everything else.
You gotta do me like that, man.
Yeah, you gotta do it like
I
that.
know, right?
But I had to, you know, say something about it. But like, no, thankfully you're good. You know, you're healing. But yeah, there was a lot of great scenery. It was really gigantic. Like that park was nice. There was a lot of, you know, beautiful places. There was, you know, great climbing and stuff like that. There was some technical stuff, and I enjoy that. You know, I love technical stuff. You know, it's pretty cool. Gives me hyped up, and it got hyped up and everything. So yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9-10 because it has good scenery. It's a good place to ride. Kind of hard, not gonna lie. We didn't finish the whole entire park. I wish we did, but you know, my back crashed.
Hey, he crashed and burned. Oh, by the way, they say that we didn't finish the park. I think if we spend, what, John, 4 days, we still cannot go through the whole park.
Not every trail. We were there
Not
for
every trail.
2.5 days and we didn't do every
And
trail.
we didn't know. So, I mean, it is a humongous park. You
20,000
know,
acres
and-
is huge.
Yeah, that's a lot. So, I mean, it's a really good park for everybody. Rookies, semi-rookies,
I mean,
semi-experienced, because they got trails from really easy, a little bit harder than easy, then middle, and
The Y trails.
above middle.
Why are we there?
No, then you got the hard trails, and then you got the Y. That Y stands for mega hard trails. You know, don't overgo on what was that trail? 59,
59Y or 60Y, something like
or
that.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So I mean, it's a fun park. I mean, they did close a waterfall that we did take some pictures when we were there in March of 21, and they actually closed that waterfall because some Yahoo on a razor thought that he could be Evel Knievel, and he crashed and burned, and they had to airlift him out of there, so they actually closed. You cannot go to that waterfall no more.
He didn't really burn though,
And-
so he's
well,
just being
you know,
dramatic.
I mean, he was.
Yeah,
He didn't burn,
crash
he didn't
and burn, but-
Well, he did crash though. He did.
Yeah,
it was bad.
he did crash, okay?
He didn't burn. He didn't burn.
He destroyed the UTV and he destroyed himself. You know, and in those words. And believe it or not, man, we were like in the middle of nowhere and everybody was starving.
It was bad.
Especially these two.
And especially, yeah, when are we going back to go get some food? Dude, we were like, I don't know how far off from camp.
We were hours
Dude,
away.
we found a hot dog stand in the middle of nowhere. Perfectly for these two characters. They're like, yeah. They ate, we all ate, we had fun, and then we started heading back to the campsite. And of course, you know, that's when the accident happened. And that pretty much was the end of the weekend. But me, honestly, because we did ride it a lot in March of last year, dude, I give it 10 out of 10. You know, it's a great park. And hopefully for next year, we're gonna try and link up to Royal Blue, because those parks are linked up together. So we might make it maybe a 3 or 4 day weekend, at least to ride 3 or 4 days, to hopefully to get as much riding time as possible. And let's see how it goes.
So Walter did want to fight a bear, and we found bear scat. And yeah, nobody stuck around to look for the bear though.
He said
I'm not fighting
that
a bear.
he can take a
black
little
bear.
black
I
bear,
can
they're
take
about
them.
this size, that he can take them and knock them down.
Bro, I can just
I
like
was
knock-
begging for Mother Nature to pop a black bear, but all we saw was poop.
I could definitely beat him, bro. I could just put him in a, you know, grab him right there, you know, bro, knock him out and everything. Bro, they're small, bro. Like, I'll just choke him and lift them up, bro. Like, I'll take him down.
You know, the weirdest thing was we saw like 200 lost dogs. That was the weird part.
Oh,
that was,
yeah.
awful.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
I almost hit a couple of them.
They were nice. They were cute.
Well, we thought it was a bear at first, the big black one that was there on the
Yeah.
trail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should've
Walker
told
was
me,
about to
like,
jump off his shoulder and beat it up.
I'm gonna make a bear rug out of it, like a, the coat thing.
It's gonna be your cape when we go riding.
Hell yeah.
It's probably not appropriate to say. All right, what about the facilities there?
I feel like they're no. Actually, I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10. Only because when we stayed, only one of them worked. The one in the back, because like it was like house type thing or whatever. Had the bathrooms, had the shower, like all together. But one side, it was good and everything clean, all of that. The other side, like curtains was like literally falling off and stuff like that. It was dirty and all that. Some people didn't respect it and like they still like snuck in somehow. I don't even know how they got in because we only had the key and stuff like that. So they trashed it even more. But we did tell the manager and stuff like that. But like again, I would rate it like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, something like that.
Yeah, our door got broken in, and the campers were coming across using our bathroom, and we had to pay the fee for everything that they messed up.
Yeah, that
Exactly,
was
which
Yeah.
is bogus.
And then as far as merchandise and stuff like that, there wasn't really too much there.
Actually, you know what? At the officer where we paid all the entry fees, they were limited. I mean, a few tires. They did have, sweatshirts, coffee mugs. But there's one right there. But I mean, not like Badlands. No, I haven't actually seen a place with all that merch, which is, clothing, riding gear, helmets, any safety
Parts.
parts. I mean, they got a lot of parts. Polaris, of course. It's actually Badlands for that. I do give it a 10 because they do have a lot of everything.
All right, guys. Next park, Laurel, Indiana. The state park.
Worst park you can go to. Oh my god, it was so trash, dude. We thought it was something that was gonna be like, fun and stuff that, it was gonna take a while to finish. Dude, oh my god, we finished it so quickly. 5 out of 10. Like, worst park ever. There was like nothing to do. The black trails, that's technical stuff, like not everyone can hit that. Dude, we hit that so easy, dude. It was like a blue trail. It was so garbage. Like, I feel like they gotta work on that or something, or just close it down in general, because like, it was honestly,
I know.
It was a disappointment. It was a disappointment. Like, it doesn't deserve the name off-road park or whatever, because like, it was not good. It was not good. 5 out of 10.
The only good trail was that blue one that we hit at the end. Remember?
That was it. But that was it.
Yeah.
That was the only trail that was, that kind of, gave us a little rough time. Oh yeah, and these two characters right here, just diving in the mud, plugging up radiators.
There is a video. We do have that
Oh,
video
yeah, we
where
have a video.
where Walt Haniel was trying to get out of the hole. Vassal buried his.
Okay, I'm gonna call it 5.5 only because I got stuck at one area. That's because my coiler was kind of low. So
It was bottoming out.
yeah, it wasn't really my fault. If it was a little taller, I think I could have got it.
But it is gonna get a lot of bumpers soon. You guys gonna see it. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I'm
like,
gonna have a
it got tons
giant
of bumpers
upgrade.
now.
It's gonna look better than all these guys.
Oh.
Hey, it's gonna make the
shots
scramblers
fired.
look silly.
Yeah.
Ooh, and we're not gonna say what upgrades they're gonna do. That's another review. So.
All right, so that's pretty much it for that because there was nothing there.
No. Guys, honestly, I think there was a couple guys that asked me. One of them was Hasue, because they were gonna try and check out that park, and I tell them no, don't go there because it's. I mean, for us, it was like a 4.5 hour ride, dude. It wasn't worth it. I mean,
Dude, Balance was better.
It was all fire roads.
Badlands was 100% better, and we were gonna go spend the weekend over there, dudes, and we end up just coming back on the next day because it wasn't worth staying there an extra day, dude. I think we went through that park like in 2 hours.
We had more fun at the campground, hanging
We had
out,
more fun at the campground.
eating and stuff. And
Yeah, that was great.
yeah.
I'm gonna eat
It was because
But-
these are bad.
Sauce trying to get comfortable on the quads now.
The spots here, like, yeah, my babies. No, this is not my baby. My baby right here.
All right, next park, Hatfield and McCoy.
That was a really nice park. I give it a 10 out of 10. That beautiful, dude. Like when we arrived, there was like 5 in the morning, I think, or something like that. Like, dude, like the air, you could just like feel like it was absolutely beautiful. Everything was fresh. Nature and stuff. People are so friendly there. you know, once we unloaded, immediately, you know, roll up and stuff like that. You know, we were in the mountains and stuff. That was like a new thing. I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy. You know, like we were riding off and everything. It was like real fun. We drove for, you know, a great amount of hours and stuff like that. We hit a lot of places and stuff. At nighttime was fun. Like, I mean, unfortunately, the ATV was having some issues. So I rode John's bike. It was so fun. He drives fast though. Like it was hard catching up with him. Like,
My wife watches these, dude.
Huh?
My wife watches these. Calm down.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So,
Hey, let's start all over again.
so, you know, I mean, we're just trying to get back to camp fast because, you know, it was like getting dark and stuff like that. We're like in the middle of nowhere again, you know, because these are big parks, you know, like tons of acres and stuff like that.
That was actually the park where this machine, you know, flipped over.
That was the
and
next
busted
day.
The shot on the next day.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
It was a day, like the third day, because we drove.
Well, that was on our last day. That was on the third day.
Yeah, it was the
and then
third
the
day.
second day,
Exactly.
I drove it, and then the third day, that's when.
Yeah, that's when I
Yeah.
was riding with Sebas. Now that part, you know what? It's great. Like he said, I give it a 6, just because all the trail systems are not interconnected with each other. You had to go to, you know, half hour away from where we stayed, where we rented a house, you know, to go to the staging area, leave our vehicles, and then start riding. That's about the only thing I didn't like. But overall, as far as scenery, trail riding, all of that, I do give it a 10. You know.
I love that park. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You know what? Honestly, I have to go redeem myself in that park.
It does.
Maybe we should have a redeem year.
Exactly.
Redemption year.
Redemption year, yeah.
You got, you know, you gotta.
Vaso didn't go on that one, so he doesn't have much to say. He just saw pictures and videos. Other than there was a merch shop right where we were. Also had repairs and stuff like that. The little town was nice. It was
The little town
The
was
food,
nice.
you know, the little restaurant we hit, that was a nice restaurant, you know, had good food and stuff like that.
Yeah,
People are super kind in there. It's like, again, like whenever we hit off-road parks, you're like a family with everyone. Everyone is so kind to you. You know, like, you know, you get stuff or whatever, they'll help you out or whatever, you know, like they'll check up on you, like great people and stuff like that. So that's what I like about off-road riding, you know, everyone's a family, so.
nice. All right, next part. Only one that's been there besides me, Vaso. Jimbo's in Hobart. What do you think?
It's nice. I guess I'll give it like a 7 maybe like 6.5.
It's got such low ratings for everything, man.
I guess you can give it an 8 maybe. It's a nice park for beginners, definitely. Like the first area, they literally have a beginner's area.
So you can learn to ride.
Yeah, so you can learn how to ride. And then they have like a little racetrack thing. That's nice too.
The circle track.
Yeah.
And then in the back, they got the motocross track, which is if you're into hitting it a little harder, we're actually gonna make a video of it this time around. It's a nice place to go. Big motocross track where you can actually take your quads and have some fun back there.
Back is fun. I like the back. I almost flipped somehow there.
I think we might have that on video somewhere.
It was nice.
Because you were younger.
It was like my first time riding, so I didn't really know what I was doing, but it was nice to learn before I went to Babylon for this thing.
And there's nothing there. There's a porta potty, and that's it. So you're on your own, you know.
I just drive around, so.
Yeah. All right, so only one besides me has been to Aspen.
Aspen Acres.
You're
So Aspen Acres is on a small town in the middle of nowhere, which is east off of 74 there, east of Indianapolis. It's actually like one of those little towns like back from the 1800s. You know, like instead of having cars, you were horses. It's a really old town. But the park there, honestly, it's not a park for beginners. I mean, I'd say I did, because when I first started riding a long time ago, I did busted a couple ribs. But on that Raptor, I never flipped it until I went to Aspen Acres. Flipped it twice, okay?
3 times.
Was it 3 times?
3 times.
Right.
Holy moly! I lost count. And actually, I ended up even replacing the rear brakes. Rear brakes were totally gone. And of course, it was the original brakes. John, he was getting really close on flipping, and you know, I got to his aid, and we avoid that flip. He got super stuck, where he used me as an anchor, and even though he didn't almost use me as an anchor, because he was dragging me. That's how. The thing is that red clay, it would just suck you up, and it made that machine really heavy to pull it out. So he was just dragging me until my quad just got stuck on a little ditch there, and that was the way he came out. There's also night riding. There's a broad tree. There's a beer tree, canned beer tree. There's the Devil's Bone Hill. That, oh my God.
That's crazy, dude.
That's a badass hill.
And it changes every year because it erodes and.
We definitely gotta go.
So Aspen Acres is actually a place where me and John have to go redeem ourselves, especially me. Now that I got the machine for that terrain. But definitely, if we take the rest of the crew, we're just gonna have to take it easy because it is a nasty place. I mean, you really want to get wild and technical, that's the place to go. I mean, there's nothing easy on that part. Everything is technical.
Well, the main trail's not that bad.
No, it's not.
But it does have like those hills where the trees and the rocks
Yes.
and yeah.
The worst thing about that part is I give it a 0 is when it rains. Because you can't do anything there. It's all that red clay, slippery, it's like worse than ice. But overall, when we went, it was when the corona was going on, so the showers were closed up. So we didn't shower for about 2-3 days. But we did have fun. We had a good encounter with some buddies there, a couple raccoons trying to steal our food. You know, the camping area where we were at was pretty quiet, pretty nice. All the wild stuff was a little bit because you can camp wherever you can camp. They have a designated area. If you think you can put a camp area there, you go ahead and camp right there. So it's nice. It's a nice place. If everything is open up, showers and everything, the facilities were really nice, except they were closed because of the corona.
And they got the drag strip and the motocross track.
Drag strip, motocross. I mean, it's a nice place that hopefully this year of 22 we're gonna go hit it, and we'll have some fun.
Yes.
Huh?
Look, these two characters are excited.
Yeah, I gotta hit that stuff, you gotta send it. I mean, obviously be careful.
Hey, he
That's
has
the
to
thing.
send it.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Let's see how sending goes.
Watch me. Well, obviously we gotta be careful.
It's not that far from our area. It's 4.5 hours. It's not about 4 hours, right, John?
Yeah.
It's about a 4-hour drive. It's not that far. And like I said, it's a place that we're gonna have to plan a weekend that we know there's not gonna be no rain.
Right.
So we enjoy it. Oh, they got a big river right at the end of town there. You exit the park, you end up in the river, dude. You can
Take a shower.
dive, sink the machines in water. That's really nice, But overall, it's a nice park that definitely gotta go back.
Well, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Throw us some likes, subscribes, comments. Let us know what you guys want us to visit so we can check out the parks, let you know what we think too. Appreciate it.